Good day, people. I hope everyone's all good. So today I thought I'd do a video on some of the rigs that I use for general fishing. They're good for just about anything really, to be honest. If any of you are interested in any of them, PM me, give us a shout. So I thought I'd do this today because if I'd known I was off work today, I would have gone fishing and done a video. So I would have gone fishing last night into early hours, or I would have gone early this morning. But I got up at 3 o'clock, I had 2 coffees, thinking I was working. I checked my rotor like that, not scheduled to be, and I'm off. But great. So I thought instead that I'd do a video on some rigs that I use. If any of you are interested, guys, give us a shout, give us a comment, and go from there. Right, so the first rig I'm going to show you is actually going to be one of my older rigs. This rig is about 2 years old, and it's a brilliant rig, to be fair. So the first rig I'm showing you guys is my one up, one down rig. If I can untangle it. This rig is good for, I've had rays off this rig, bass, I've had smooth hounds, obviously dogfish and whiting. A PB flounder come off this rig, and also my very first bullass came off this rig. And that was 2 years ago, guys. And the story behind that was that I was fishing in front of the Naval Club, and I fished for roughly 5-6 hours straight. No bites at all, nothing. I remember it well because I was landed. So yeah, no bites for about 5-6 hours. Didn't matter how far I cast, close in, far as I can. Didn't matter what bait I tried. I think on that day I had, what did I have? Oh, I just took squid and ragworm with me that day. And no bites, nothing. And then all of a sudden then, on one rod, I had an almighty knock. It was my very first smooth hound. It wasn't a big one by all standards. It was something like, it was 4.5 pounds, something like that. But I was absolutely landed with it. I was dead chuffed. And it was on ragworm, that was. On a pulley pennel rig. So I had 3 ragworm left. I thought, sod it. I just chuck them all on. Chucked them all on the rig. Cast it out. Couple of minutes later, bang, 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 bang. Slack line. Got it in. Smooth hound. Happy days. The bull huss, what happened there was, I didn't see no bites, nothing. And I was only reeling in, check to pack up, unclip my rig, and pack the rod up and stuff. And I was reeling it in, and the reel just jammed up. The reel was knackered. It was gone. It was what was it? A Silstar Zenso Special 8000, I think it was. And the reel just packed in on me. It was jammed up, so I had to handball everything in, my line, my shock leader, my rig. But as I was pulling it in, there was a dead weight on it. But I thought it might have been like weed, a big lump of weed, or maybe the tide was just pulling it. I didn't think anything of it. So I was going like that, pulling it in. Next thing, I just seen this little speckle thing splashing in the water, and I thought it was a dogfish. So I pulled it in a bit more now. It was a bullass, my very first bullass. I was absolutely chuffed, I was. Never caught one until that day. It wasn't a big one by bullass standards. It was only 5.6 £. And believe it or not, guys, that was on a one up, one down rig. And that was on supermarket squid, little squid. You know, the stuff they gut out and clean and skin and that. And yeah, I was happy with that. I think there is a video of that Bullas somewhere, and the smooth hound. I'm sure the smooth hound was about 4.5, but I know the Bullas was £5.6. And like I said, that was off a one up, one down rig. Then I was only tagged in like dogfish and stuff on that rig. Size 1 hook as well. So yeah, and this is the very rig that I caught it on. So it's one up, one down rig. So there's the first hook snud, 2 crimps, 2 beads, £100 swivel, £70 Aso Classic line for the hook snud, because at the time it's the only line I had to make rigs. I got a stop there, a couple of beads on the top, and size 1/0 Aberdeen hook. £70 Aso Classic rig body. And then on the bottom there's the other swivel and beads and the crimp. Don't know if you can see that, guys. And then there's my lead link, £100 test, and that's my bottom snud. Then same beads on the bottom, and again a size 1/0 Aberdeen hook. So yeah, this rig I've caught bass on it, rays, smooth hounds, flounder, PB flounder. I think it was something like £1.8. And of course then my Bullas. That's a good whiting rig as well. It destroys the white. It's a brilliant rig. So anyone interested in a one up, one down as well, guys, they're only £1 each. But at the moment I am waiting for the right crimps, because I ordered crimps. They did come. I double checked the size before I ordered them. They're supposed to be right for my line, or for the rig body that I use. But when they came, they were smaller than what they stated. So by this time, my lovely wife Rian, I sent her the right sizes this time. I sent the right sizes, sorry. So hopefully they'll be coming soon, and I can get stuff done, because I've got a couple of orders that I need to do. So yeah, that's the first rig. The second rig I want to show you is a recent one, and it's my hair rig. Anyone watch my Neath River video would have seen this rig in action. Well, sort of. So this is a one up, one down pulley style hair rig. I got a £42 Tronix Pro blackout snud, green and black beads, perfection loop, size 1 lip grip circle hook, £100 braid for the hair, but over that I got clear tubing. So, and that's about it. So what this does, it helps prevent deep hooked fish. Especially whiting and doggies are murder for taking hooks down. I've had doggies take 6 hooks down, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I was really impressed with that rig, and I will be making more. So if anyone's interested in this rig as well, it's only £1. So yeah, and then I got £100 power swivel, £100 rig body line. I got some beads there, another £100 swivel. There's my lead link, £100 test, £100 swivel. Same snud, £42 Tronix Pro blackout. Again, stop, black and green beads, perfection loop, 1/0 lip grip hook, and a hair. So yeah, guys, the only thing I need to change on this, I need to put a swivel on the end. This was just something I knocked up, something I was trying out, and it worked. So I will be improving that hair. And so far I've caught dogfish and a whiting off it. So with a piece of herring, sardine. Yeah, like I said, anyone is interested in that rig, they're only £1 each again. I will be making more of them as well, because I absolutely loved it. It's brilliant. With dongles and hair rigs as well, guys. A lot of people, some people don't like them simply because they keep missing fish. The reason why people miss fish on a dongle rig is either because they've made the dongle too long, or because you gotta wait a while for the fish to take the hook. Because what the fisher tends to do, they attack the bait, they go for the bait, but some fish work their way around the bait before they find that hook, and then they hook. So you gotta give it, with dongle rig, you gotta give it time, because if you think about it, 3-4 inch bait, they will attack the bait first before they hit the bait where the hook is sitting, or where the hook is. So you gotta give it time, guys. You gotta give it time for the fish to get hooked on a dongle rig and a hair rig. All night on the Neath River, I was having doggy bites, and all of a sudden the bites changed. They were short, sharp, aggressive bites. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was might be schoolie bass, because schoolie bass would bite like that as well. And I was missing them. I was constantly missing them. But that was my fault, because I was just, because I seen them go like that. I got up, just reeling it in. I was missing them. So I didn't know what it was. I thought, oh, it's not doggies, can't be doggies. And of course, in the end, I found out then it was whiting. But I was missing them, because I wasn't given enough time for them to take the hook on the hair rig. So yeah, guys, dongle rig and hair rigs, you gotta give it time. It's not like a pennel rig where the fish will fight. You got 2 hooks, and the fish are going to find either one, and they'll be hooked on. With a dongle rig, it takes time. You gotta give them that chance to get hooked. Yeah. So speaking of dongles, and of course, then there's my glow in the dark Bonkers dongle rig. There it is. This rig is a 4-foot long rig. And this one's made with an imp tool. I have to go and untangle it first now. So this rig, I got glow tubing on the top. I got a stop there in the tubing, stop it from moving up the line. I got size 3/0 circle hook, 4-inch dongle with tubing on it, and underneath there's 300-pound braid. And right there I got a split ring, and this is a 4-foot long rig. Right there is a 100-pound swivel, 100-pound rig body, and 70-pound line, hook line, hook snood I should say. And again, I've got 2 large beads with a 100-pound swivel again. And then there's the imp tool. So what you do is, you get your split ring, clip it into the imp, and it clips like so. So yeah, the only fish I've caught on this so far, guys, is 2 dogfish. I gotta keep using it to see what else will go for it. But I can imagine in the winter when the whiting are about, the whiting will go for this rig as well. And again, anyone interested in this rig, or any rig with tubing on it, with either a bait shield, Gemini clips, bait clips, or imp tools, it's £1.50. But if you want a splashdown clip, guys, it's £1.80 to cover the cost of the splashdown. So that's that one. Yeah, most of my rigs now are dongle rigs, simply because I've got fed up with losing hooks to dogfish. As you all know, like I said, dogfish and whiting are terrible for taking hooks down. Not always, but I would say most of the time. I've easily lost hundreds of hooks to dogfish by cutting the line. So it's only the last few months I've got into dongle rigs and I absolutely love them. I won't go back now to pulley pennels. It's going to be dongles all the way with me. And this is the other one. This is what I was on about, guys. Gemini bait clip. Again, 4 foot long rig. This is a 3-inch dongle. Glow tubing, split ring, size 3/0 hook, and a perfection loop. 70 pound snud, 100 pound rig body, 100 pound swivel, another 100 pound swivel, and a Gemini bait clip. And again, the same thing as an M2. You get your split ring and you just put it in your bait clip like so. There you go, guys. Nice and streamlined. And again, with the Gemini bait, even with the Gemini bait clip, guys, they're still only £1.50. Yeah, so that's that one. A dongle rig is good for just about any type of fishing and any type of fish. It's good for conger, bass, rays, dogfish, whiting, anything like that, bullets. It does work for them type of fish. And in fact, the other rig I got then is the same. It's a dongle rig again, guys, but this time it's got a bait shield on it. And this is the one I'm going to test. Now, in the past and over the years I've been fishing, I have used bait shields on pulley pennels, up and overs, pulley droppers, and paternoster rigs, clipped on paternoster rigs, and I never had an issue with them. They do work, but I've never tried it on a dongle. So when I was fishing down the Neath River, I went down to look for some crab and I came across a couple of rigs, and two of those rigs had bait shields on them. So I thought, alright, I'll have them and make a rig up for myself with them, and I see if a dongle will work with a bait shield. And if it works with the bait shield, fine, which I can't see why not. I will stock up on these guys, and then you will have a chance to have a choice between the imps, the Geminis, the bait shields and the splashdowns. Right, so there's your splashdown. There's your breakaway shield. And then what you do, again, you just grab your split ring, you put it in the clip of your bait shield, like so, and it's nice and streamlined. So again, same thing as your dongle rigs, guys. 300 pound braid for the dongle, rig tubing. This one's a clear rig tubing, split ring, 3/0 circle hook. This one's got 50 pound line, and I put a bit of tubing on top of the knot there to protect the knot. Again, it's a 4 foot long rig. Same swivels, all my swivels, guys. The minimum I use for rig making is 80 pound. Maximum I use is 100 pound. And of course, then there's my 2 beads and the main swivel. And then you got your crimp, and then I got a small bead then on top of the bait shield. So yeah, I'm going to try the bait shield out, and if it works really well on my next adventure, I stock up on them. And again, they're going to be the same price as the M2s and the Gemini clips. They're only going to be £1.50 each. But like I said, I can't see why it can't work. I think it will. So I know a lot of people don't like bait shields, but a lot of people do. Bit like Marmite, don't you love them or you hate them. And that's pretty much it, guys. All my rigs are basically the same. For my own rigs, for my own personal use, I've been making myself hair rigs, more hair rigs and dongle rigs. And no, not out of the bits I order for you guys. It would be out of old bits I already have for myself. Just in case anybody might have any thing to say about it. Oh, and this rig, guys, is my whiting rig. It's my go-to whiting rig. The whiting absolutely smashes this rig in the winter. No word of a lie. Most of my whiting came off this. And this is my glow in the dark rig. It only comes out in the winter when the whiting are about. So this one is a 1 up 1 down glow rig. So basically I got, as a boom, I got glow tubing. There's my snud. Then above the hook I got 3 glow beads and a size 10 Aberdeen hook. And the bottom snud is exactly the same. I got glow tubing for a boom. Oh sorry guys, this is the panel setup, and then but I got a panel setup on the bottom with glow tubing on the first hook, and those size 10 Aberdeens. And then there's my £100 lead clip. So if you're interested in that one, even with the tubing on it, guys, £1. That's all it is. Like I said before in my other video, my through a video, I like to keep things low cost for you guys. So my rigs, my standard rigs like these 2 hook rigs here, all £1, 1 up 1 downs, 1 up 1 down pulleys, hair rigs, £1. If you guys want clip down rigs, like 3 hook clip down rigs, 2 hook clip down rigs, they are more because you've got to cover the cost of the cascade swivels and things like that. And same with dongle rigs, the different prices just to cover the cost of the bait clips. But like I said, M2's Gemini bait clips, the bait shields, all 150 regardless hook size, regardless of rig tubing or not. Splashdown ones, however, are £1.80 to cover the cost of the splashdown. So yeah guys, that's pretty much all my rigs, the all pulley dongles. And the all 1 up 1 downs, but I did make one last night which I got a funny feeling it's going to be a bit of a winner, and that's a 2 hook ledger rig. So what I done, I got a £100 rig body, okay guys, with a slip slider, 3-way swivel, and the hook snuds are £20 Amnesia red. And then I got 2 pop-up beads on both snuds, and I got 2 size 1 Aberdeen hooks. So it should be ideal for flounder and bass fishing. It's not for distance casting, it's for an overhead lob in the surf or estuaries and rivers. And again, it's the same price guys. This one is £1. No, sorry, £1.25 just to cover the cost of the pop-up beads. So if you're interested in that one as well guys, give me a bell, give me a shout as always. And like I said, I hope everyone's having a nice day. It's absolutely beautiful out. The wind is high, but it's absolutely lush outside. It's a shame I didn't go fishing, but it is what it is. Catch you soon guys.